to face murder charges in just the last few minutes. Neil Entwistle is set to be arraigned in a Massachusetts courtroom tomorrow. Prosecutors are expected to ask that he be held without bail. Joining us from Boston is Geoffrey Nathan, criminal defense attorney, and here in Studio B, former prosecutor Arthur Aidala. Geoffrey, do you find it may be difficult now, given the volume of information released, for this man to receive a fair trial, and if so, why?
It would be difficult if the case were being tried tomorrow, but in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Shep, by the time this case gets sent to the grand jury, by the time it's presented in Superior Court, right now he's going to be arraigned in the District Court, it could be 18 months to 2 years before a jury's even picked. So I think that we have to see what happens, whether or not the judge who ultimately gets the case rushes it to trial for some reason. But that would mean it would be impossible to get a fair trial unless, of course, the case had a transfer of venue to a corner of the state where demographics show that people don't read the newspaper or watch TV. Shep.
Arturo, if this is yours to prosecute, where do you begin, and how do you feel about your case?
Well, you just want to put together the best possible simplistic scenario for the jurors. A timeline, you make it so, don't make it so confusing. There's a lot of circumstantial evidence. You lay it out piece by piece, and each little piece
What's big?
What's big is the fact that he says, I tried to go to my in-laws' house to kill myself, and I couldn't get in. And then they go into his BMW, and there are the keys to his in-laws' house.
His BMW, which was at the airport, which he left to leave the country shortly before.
The one-way ticket is big. Not too many people buy a one-way ticket. The fact of there's no breaking and entry into the house, so somebody, whoever killed them, was able to get into the house on their own. His actions, not going to the funeral. I mean, they have plenty of ammunition. There's forensic evidence. Supposedly his fingerprints are on the gun, and now they're going to say, well, he went to target practice with that gun, but her blood is on the gun. I mean, the prosecutors are very well poised.
Geoffrey, how do you counter this?
You counter it when you're in front of the jury by saying, look, I like these facts. These facts help you conclude that my client is not guilty. It's all you can do. When the evidence is overwhelming, you can't get psyched out by the fact you have a tough case. You have to just say to yourself, all right, this is what I have. I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to give this guy the best defense he can possibly get, because that's what I was either paid or appointed by the court to do. And just because the facts are running up against you...
Geoffrey, the thing is this, that there are so many things, though. There are so many obstacles for the defense to overcome, and the sympathy is so strongly on the side of the wife and the dead child that it's... I mean, I agree you have to put forth the best defense that you can, but the combination of his statements to the police, forensic evidence, circumstantial evidence, it's a pretty big mountain to climb.
All right. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Okay,
Thank you, Arthur. I'm out of time. Appreciate your time.